I'm John Davies, Vice President of GreenBiz, and I'm here at GreenBiz Studio with Christine Harada, Federal Chief Sustainability Officer. Christine, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what does the Chief Sustainability Officer do at the White House?
So I am responsible for overseeing all the sustainability initiatives across the federal government operations. So that's 360,000 buildings, 650,000 vehicles in our fleet, $445 billion in procurement. And so we work on greening our footprint, we work on greening our supply chain, probably just like many other corporate CSOs.
So you're relatively new to the job, right? Within the last 6 months or a year?
Yes, that's correct.
So what's been a big win, or what's going to be a big win for you coming up?
So the big win for us is in the goals that the agencies have declared with respect to their greenhouse gas reduction targets. We announced that we're going to reduce our targets by 42% roughly by 2025 from a 2008 baseline. So I think that's already a great big win for us. We are also in the process right now of executing on a large number of public-private partnerships for energy savings performance contracts for our federal facilities. And we're also looking to accelerate EV deployment within the federal fleet.
I work with a lot of big corporations, and I have to say one of the big motivators before COP was the number of companies who signed on to the White House initiative there. Mm-hmm. How was that received inside the White House? Because I talked to so many companies where that was a huge motivator for mm-hmm. their CEOs, for their boards to really get involved and make their big commitments. How was that seen from the inside, from the White House?
It was tremendously exciting. I think at the time when we made the announcement, we had 80 firms sign on to the American Business Act on Climate. Since then, we're up to 155 right now. So more companies have joined since the actual announcement itself. And it was also joined by the American colleges acting on climate as well, where we had well over 200 institutions sign up. So very exciting. Very, very exciting from the inside.
It was, and I think at first there were just 10 companies who first came to sort of advise, and one of them I talked to, they were sort of bragging rights to be one of those 10. But now, we're done with Paris, we're done with COP. What can they do? How can they help the administration? What's your advice to those companies?
Absolutely, so this is definitely just the beginning. In Paris, we have a 5-year reassessment phase, right? So we're going to be meeting again at that time and reviewing how we've done over the last 5 years. So the activities that we're going to get started on this year include additional commitments, additional actions, exploring ways that we can partner together to further enhancing our greening of our footprint.
That's great. So any one last minute of a bit of advice for those companies? What should they be doing? Should they be lobbying their congressmen or testifying, or how can they help your efforts?
So that would certainly be helpful, but in my personal opinion, I think actions speak louder than words, and so to the greatest extent possible, the more that they can incorporate sustainability into their daily operations, just like breathing, I think is the way to go.
That is tremendous. So I've been here with Christine Harada, Federal Chief Sustainability Officer. Thanks, Christine.
Thanks so much for having me.